morning, Wayne, Amigo, and Sheila. We're ready for another great show. So let's hit it.
What you know about rolling down in the deep? When your brain goes numb, you can call that mental freeze. When these people talk too much, put that shit in slow motion, yeah.
I really hope that you guys have been paying attention to other truck drivers on this app. We are a 75-foot long, 13-foot 6-inch high, 8-foot wide, 80,000-pound missile going down the road. You really don't want to get in front of us. Most truck drivers coming in and out of your city are not from that city. We just want to pick up or deliver our freight and be on our way. We have no quarrel with you. We just want to do our jobs. We haul the freight that you guys buy so that you can live your lives. I'm a grocery hauler. I haul refrigerated trailers loaded with food. You know, food. You go to a store, you buy that food, you take it home, and you eat it. Us truckers, we really have no quarrel with you. I'm being serious when I say that. But just like you, if you threaten our lives, we will not hesitate to defend ourselves. I and many of my other trucker brothers and sisters out here are not going to end up like Reginald Denny in '92. I'm not going to be on the news with my skull caved in on the highway.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Wayne Campbell.
I'm Sheila Campbell.
And this is your morning drive with the driver's side. Good morning, beautiful. How are you?
I'm good.
I'm good, too. Crazy weekend.
Yes.
Crazy weekend.
Yeah.
We got a packed show.
Yeah.
We got comments to get to. We got a lot to cover.
Yeah, we do.
But I think we should go ahead and just right out the gate. I know this wasn't planned, but with all the things going on in the country and it's just not looking good for drivers right now due to weather alone. So that means we're going to get ready to vamp up with Trucks with Room to Spare. Remember, guys, Trucks with Room to Spare is a nonprofit organization that delivers to natural disaster hit areas. So if you're looking to feel good in your career today, get with Trucks with Room to Spare, because they can use every driver that they can use they need right now, because it's getting ready to hit again in Houston. So please, guys, check out Trucks with Room to Spare. If you can't help them out, just like and share their content to let people know that they're out there. Period.
Yeah.
But if you are looking to do something in your career that you want to feel good about today, get with Trucks with Room to Spare. I guarantee you'll feel good at the end of that. Because when you come in with that load of stuff that they need, you will feel appreciated. I promise you there. And they've teamed up with the Cajun Navy out in Louisiana.
Right, and we're going to get more into weather in just a little bit, guys, because it does look like the tropical storm Zeta is getting ready to hit in that Gulf Coast region again. Yeah, it's going to hit.
They can't catch a break.
No. No, and it looks like it's getting ready to hit into Louisiana again. Right now, they're predicting, but it's supposed to make landfall somewhere as a hurricane on Wednesday. But we will get more into the weather in a minute.
Right, and we'll get to good mornings here in a second. We'll get to the comments. So drop your location. Let us know where you're at. Let us know what weather's looking like where you're at this morning. Okay, so let's try to get some live updates from drivers. I feel good this morning. I need to learn patience. I've been up in, of course, I went up into Portland again.
Yes.
My wife's not too happy about that. A lot of people aren't happy about that.
No.
You know what, though? I'm okay with it. I have to take a look at myself again, because every time I go up there, I get my spirit broken.
Lie.
Church was good this weekend. So it followed up with the Sunday service. And it was about shaking some demons off, stuff like that. I'm not here to push that on you, but and also other people in my life, like drivers, Scott and Karen from Louisiana. Scott was on the show over the weekend. Talking to them over the weekend made me feel good. The one thing I am is honest on here. I'm telling you exactly what I'm going through as an individual, but the not just that, but the drivers that I'm talking about from Saturday's show.
Yeah, Saturday was great. Saturday was really
Stop
good.
underestimating it. Stop underselling it.
No,
it was
amazing.
Great.
Yeah, it was. It was really
good bananas. Stop down there, Scott. I'm trying to do a show. Okay, we got Scott in the back studio, and he's back there. He's trying to play with me. They're trying to teach me patience. But back to Saturday's show, it was an amazing time. You had drivers on there that were new, veterans, people in the comments. I was falling out.
Yeah.
Either way, you weren't stopping that show on Saturday.
No. I mean, at one point, I'm following him around just so he could get a signal somewhere. I'm chasing him around. I had no idea where he is. He'd go from one location to the next, trying to get a signal. And I'm carrying all this stuff to try to get the mic that he has, so he has it propped up in a position. So I've got a chair, and I've got this little makeshift little, I don't know, table kind of a
nightstand,
thing.
little plastic nightstand from
one end
Walmart
to the other, and I'm like, where are you? I lost him at one point.
So should we play a clip from Saturday and then come back and get some good mornings and then slowly work our way into the show?
Yeah.
I know you got weather, you got trucking news, we got headline news, we got national news, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
All right, good. Good morning. What?
Play it.
Okay, get it. We'll be right back.
I'm going to say this because I'm going to go to bat for the parking situation. I think that is the worst freaking. There's no reason in this world that any truck driver should have a problem. They should have valet for every truck driver in this country for the crap that they go through and endure on that road. They should not have to be vigilant on having to find a safe place to park at the end of their shift. You know, it's not like people have to, you know, when they get off of work, up there 9 to 5, they sit in a little traffic, they get a little angry, but then they go right in their living room to their beautiful house, and they don't have to park it. It's right there for them conveniently. And everything in it is in there for them conveniently. And it's because of that truck driver. So the truck driver should have the convenience of parking. And I don't, nobody please take that personally. That's just my passion. And that's where I'm at with parking in the truck industry. But also at the same time, you're supposed to make sure that you know where you're going to be at the end of your shift. Go ahead and go.
Also in that same sense right there.
Time out, Scott. Or no, Della. Della had that floor. Della had the floor.
But Della rocked it. She was the only woman on the panel that night, and she rocked it. And then she had her team over there in the comments with Ellie, Brittany. They were all over there speaking of comments. And we actually have a panelist with us this morning. We'll bring him in a second because let's get to the guests over here real quick and say good morning to them because they dropped locations and they've dropped weather already.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so Scott will be right with you. You'll bring you in. Jeremy Matthews, Della, Chad, Rooster, Geedy. There's my car hauler right there. That's my boy. Hugger brother, lover brother. Hugger driver, lover driver, hugger driver. Yeah. Ding, Valerie Sparkles, Mike Tucker, Joe Hood, Flo, who did not show up Saturday. Trucking with me. We love and miss you. John Hall, Raina, Drea, Crazy Drea out in Ohio with Trump over the weekend, that crazy lady. Randall Tucker, John Crawford, Phil, Amigo Tristan, Della again, Mike Holden, another great comment guy from Saturday, another great person. Ronald, I apologize for the language.
Yes.
Okay, I do apologize for the language on Saturday. Look at Louisiana and Raina. Glenn, there's another Louisiana guy. Oh my God, Gary. Okay, we got Kevin Cummings has made it to Africa, and it's hotter than hell down there. Marilyn, Kate, how are you? Okay, we got too many, honey. Look at Chucky. Chucky's in here this morning. What up, Chucky? What up? I know exactly who Chucky is over there from Let's Roll.
Illinois snowing.
Yeah, you paying attention to that? Getting ticketed anyway. Oh, I don't know. Oh, don't give him a ticket. Nobody get a ticket today, please.
No.
All right, so we've gotten to the comments, and well, Scott's gone now.
Oh, well, he's off it.
Let's go ahead and bring Scott in. Where the hell is he? Scott! This guy right here. So, all right, well, since Scott's not ready for us, we can. Jeremy Matthews says, down right now, waiting on a trailer. The tire knocked a chunk out of the well site. Didn't notice it, but DOT did. Oh, boy. Oh, wait. Hold on. Trailer knocked a chunk at the well site. So oil field? Are we talking oil field? I hear well site. I hear oil field.
I would
imagine talking the patch right there? Are we in the patch? Get it. Don't get the ticket, but get out to the patch and handle it. Blow that trailer off unless you're hauling water. Oh, I hope he's not hauling water.
I don't know.
That's a dirty job.
I don't know.
I don't know where Scott is. What do you got for us this morning?
Well, I want to go over to Glenn because Glenn is sitting in Fontana, California, where he says it's cold and windy.
Glenn in Fontana, where's he at?
He passed him. He was down there.
Okay, there we go.
There we
go. Good morning, Glenn. Good morning. Sitting in Fontana, it's windy and cold out here. It's windy and cold in Oregon.
Yeah, and it's gonna be. I mean, we can just get. Excuse me.
Do you want to jump right into the news, or do we want to bring this guy in? Oh, you're coughing. What do you guys got? The Rona? What do you guys got? He's coughing. You're coughing. You guys got the Rona?
No, I'm choking on tea right now.
Okay.
Good morning,
I'm going to leave that
Scott.
one alone. Good morning, Scott.
Good morning, weirdo.
You're already calling me names? What the hell? Where are you? What are you doing?
I done told you, I'm in Beaumont.
Okay, here he goes again. He told me, but you have an audience watching you.
I always got people watching me.
All right, you're obviously backing up now. Now you're busy, right?
Huh?
Are you busy now? We
No,
have a
I'm
show
good.
to do here. Doesn't go on your time, sir.
It's called work and do everything at the same time.
All right, wave us back up when you're ready to come in. So we have a working driver with us. He was a panelist on Saturday. There's a
He was
huge comment coming in from Kevin Cummings.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, and I'm afraid to read it because
Well,
he's tricked me before. Go ahead and glance through that, and I'll look at these. Jeff Benzick's loading in Chattanooga.
good morning, Jeff.
Okay, can we read this on air?
I don't know.
That's why I asked you to scan the comments. Oh. All right. Anyway, I'm a weirdo.
Yes. No, she's
Somebody-
laughing at Scott.
I
calling you
know.
a weirdo.
I know. Am I drowning here and I don't know it?
No. Sometimes, you know what? Here's the deal. When we come in and we have people who are backstage when we're not necessarily prepared, it kind of throws us off a little bit, but that's okay. We just keep on moving through. And if you'd like to read that with Kevin Cummings, then go right ahead. Oh,
You're
And
doing
Mary.
good, Wayne. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
You're doing good.
I'm a widow. That. You guys are really mean this morning.
so Scott, what did you think about Saturday's show?
It was awesome. I loved it.
Yeah. And that was the general consensus too. I mean, it ended up with somewhere like 800 comments and a lot of views on there. So even though the technical difficulties in there, I thought it was still amazing.
Yeah,
All right.
it sure was.
Real quick, Kevin Cummings actually says he has a comment here. It says, please share this if you can. I'm trying to get out to all drivers, but it's very difficult. If any of them are going to be going through Martinsburg, West Virginia, Hunan, I repeat, do not park in the Walmart parking lot in Martinsburg, West Virginia. You'll get a barnacle put on your windshield, and it will cost you $400 cash to get it off. It's disgusting. It's very disgusting. It's very heartbreaking and truthfully disgusting. That has to be done. It's not Walmart doing it. It's the property owner.
Right.
All right, guys. So we actually talked about that Friday night or Saturday night, Scott. Scott, how do you feel about that? You're a driver.
I think it's stupid.
It's not right.
Right.
It's not right.
Everybody ought to carry a set of bolt cutters or whatever and just cut it off and go.
Well, they got a new thing now that they put on the windshield. It's got like these suction cups. So now you're looking at breaking a window.
Yeah.
So they're either going to boot your tire, or they're going to block your vision on your window, so you cannot move your truck.
Right.
You know, I don't understand when these property owners are going to realize what these drivers mean to them.
Right.
You know,
Drive from the passenger seat.
Oh, you're stupid. What were you going to say?
And we've seen that before. We've seen articles on that before. That it's not Walmart. That it hasn't been Walmart that's doing it. That it is the property owners, because Walmart just basically lease some of these places. Just lease the land. They just pay the space rent there and conduct business. So the property owner who actually owns that land is the one who's doing it. And so even if you go into Walmart, they don't have the authorization to authorize for you to stay there on that property. So, and I know that we've talked about that. This is a while ago. So they've been doing that for a while, and they may just be enforcing it even more so now. I don't know, but I do know that I've read that before, and that was a while ago. But that does suck. That's just awful.
It's not right. It's not right. Okay.
No.
The fact that these men and women, and sometimes, you know, it's even the worst is that driver's just come off their dock.
Right.
And he's gone through hell like right now. Weather like a mother. Weather like crazy.
Right.
Just, it's 80 shut down again already, which we're going to get to here in a minute, but we had to get to this for Kevin. They just got done unloading on your dock.
Yeah.
And they just want to go in and get a hot meal. And you know what?
Yeah.
They're tired from bringing your goods across the country through rain, sleet, and snow and high winds, and they just want to get some rest until they can get down the road a little bit more safely.
Yeah.
That's the part that bothers me so much.
And I agree.
I don't, makes no sense to me at all.
Fits right in with Manic Monday, though.
It does
That's
fit
what we
in with
talk about
Manic
on Manic
Monday.
Monday. It's all the craziness that goes around. That's why we call it Manic Monday.
Good morning, Susie. How are you? Good morning, Brittany. We are live. I park in Walmart parking lot and never been messed with. You might be getting the right place, okay? Again, This is not every single Walmart.
No.
You know, it depends on the property owner. It depends on the manager of the Walmart, how they feel about drivers. I know in Vegas you'll get ran off.
Mm-hmm.
I know in Vegas you'll get run off. I know Cleveland, Texas, you'll get run off, and there's a distribution center literally right down the street. And they started giving out tickets out in front of the distribution center too, to drivers that were parking out on that frontage road out there.
Right.
It's not a frontage road, but it's a road out there in Cleveland, right by the distribution. It makes no sense to me.
No, and we've seen where we've seen videos of where drivers have gotten in confrontations with security over before, because security's like, man, I'm trying to do my job, and they end up booting it, and it's just a mess. So don't just assume that it's every Walmart. Make sure to check and see if you're going to stay there, just to find out, okay? Because some places do, some places don't. And it's at the discretion of either the Walmart or the property owner, or both. So make sure to check.
And the one thing I want to make clear about Kevin Cummings, he's a tow truck driver. He's a hooker.
Yeah.
He gets out there and he's letting you guys know, okay? Because this is something that he does not enjoy being part of.
No.
He does not, okay? And the thing is he's nice enough to let us know and to call me and let me know. I don't want to do this, Wade. This is not what we want to do. It's not Walmart either in most of these places. So Kevin Cummings, thank you. And to Jeff Benzick, there's a comment up here.
I see it.
See, Wayne and Sheila, you don't even need me on Saturdays anymore. You know what, Jeff? We come to find out we don't even need me. Okay, because I fell out about 4 times. I got kicked off the show about 4 times, and you know what? And I'm glad you said that, Jeff. You don't really need anybody there. You need somebody there to make sure you stay on topic, and then just throw out a topic. And you guys take it from there. You guys hauled that show Saturday. It had nothing to do with, it had nothing to do with me, because I kept getting pulled out of it. So Saturday's show carried itself. People like Scott were there. That he's backing up right now. We'll bring him back here in a second. But people like Scott, Della, she's like, oh, Wayne disappeared again.
Yeah.
Justin jumps in and says, oh, he does that. And then Daryl Martin went right to a question to the panel, and then the panel just carried it out.
Yeah. It was awesome. But that's what the platform is for. That was why Saturday night was designed, was for you drivers to have conversations and talk about what's on your mind. And Wayne's just there to facilitate. He's kind of the moderator of it. But it was awesome to see that, because we had so many technical difficulties on our side, that it just went on and continued. And there wasn't a blip or a glitch with it. It wasn't stagnant air, basically. So,
right. On top of that, all the topics that we covered, from speed limiters to parking, all kinds of stuff. It was an amazing show. So thank you guys. It's because of you that it was successful. Let's check with Scott real quick, because we got to get to weather. We got to get to trucking news, and we got to get to national news. So let's check with Scott, see where he's at. All right, Scott, you're back, brother. What's going on? Are you backing up? What do you got going on?
Just be popping around, getting these counterweights off this train. That's about it.
All right, so you're out. Where are you at? You're out in Beaumont, Texas?
Yeah.
All right, so look, can I look forward to having you back on Saturdays?
Yep.
Okay, and what can we do to as drivers to start helping each other better today? are helping each other more today? What do you think it is? What's one simple thing that we could do to help each other in this industry?
It's a brotherhood. Everybody should watch each other's back regardless.
All right. Well, let's not forget the sisters too.
Yeah, and the sisters. I forgot about that.
That's right. So look, Scott, you're busy. We got to get to weather. We got to get to trucking news and stuff like that. I want you to tell Karen good morning and hi for us. And I want to say thank you because you helped me out over the weekend outside of everything on a personal note. Thank you.
Ain't no problem. I'll give you a call after a while.
All right. God bless. Have a great day. Shiny side up, driver.
All right. See y'all. Bye.
Scott.
Isn't that cool?
Yes, it is cool. And you know what? That was one of the things what he said as far as the brotherhood and sisterhood in there. And that's what I said after the show.
She's like, well, look at you, brothers and sisters,
I
getting
typed
it.
it in the comments. I said, well, man, that people say the brother and sisterhood's not there. But, man, if you read the comments of what's going on, people reaching out to each other, call me, get a hold of me. Hey, where are you going? Let's meet up. Are you going to be in that area? Can't wait to meet you, that you drivers are meeting each other as well. I said, well, looky here. Look at the brother and sisterhood that's going on here. Yeah, so I thought it was really cool. And that was actually, I put that in the comments because it was pretty awesome.
Good morning, Karen. Great. There's Karen, Scott's wife. Everybody say good morning to Karen. Good
morning, Karen.
You know, all these drivers have great support systems. Even Brittany, stepmom or her mom back home, and with her 7-year-old and stuff like that. Brittany, you're always in our prayers and always in our thoughts.
Yeah.
We got to get to trucking news, but before we do that, the topics were amazing. And not just that, is new drivers and veterans were getting along Saturday.
Yeah.
And just straight grabbing gears. Topics, this, that, Mike Garvey. His name was Mike Garvey. He's like, I'm a new driver. I'm absorbing all this information. And that's what I love. It was just drivers giving it away from all different sections of the industry. Right. So the advice that you needed was there, whether it was from flatbed, oversized, to dry van, to reefer. Right. You had all of them. The thing is, well, you can't go wrong there, can you?
No.
Right. Get it.
No.
Let's go ahead and what do you got for us this morning, Sheila?
All right. So we're going to go into, since we started on weather, you guys, and you guys have all been telling us where it is, let's just go ahead and go into weather. It looks like part of the I-80 is closed, basically closed or partially closed on I-80 from Laramie to Evanston. So, and then we have slick and spots on Highway 18, I-90, Highway 14, 16, 20, 287, 26, and 89. Okay, so basically it's kind of just a mess over there in Wyoming, but make sure to go ahead and check your weather reports. Other weather, we've got widespread snowfall across the Central Rockies and Central Plains today, moving further south, that evolve into an ice storm for the southern high plains later today into Tuesday. Record cold temperatures continue to engulf the Rockies and the plains over the next couple of days. Critical to extreme fire risk and high winds for portions of California into the desert southwest. They're saying that the winds will be strong enough to knock down trees and power outages. And we just saw that we were told that it's windy there in Fontana, California. Guys, don't forget too, we've got Tropical Storm Zeta forecast to become a hurricane and threaten the central Gulf Coast. That is supposed to make landfall as a hurricane on Wednesday. So we need to keep an eye in those areas. Warnings are all the way from that southeast part of Texas all the way over to the northwest part of the panhandle of Florida. What they're saying also is that there's going to be a lot of rain today in southern Florida, and where our friend Scott is at is beautiful, because he just told me earlier it's 71 degrees. He's in southern Texas, which they're going to be getting record temperatures. They're going to be in the 90s today. So we've got a lot of going on there.
It's just crazy.
Right.
It sucks. It's so early. These drivers, I saw pileups in Wyoming already.
Yeah.
80 closing down already. My God, these poor drivers.
And on the 90 as well too, they were showing the weather conditions. So guys, just be extremely careful.
Use your CBs, drivers. Yeah. Please, get it. Come on.
Yeah, we've got freeze warnings for us here on the upper west coast part, the freeze warnings. We woke up this morning, it was about 31 degrees, so we're in the freeze warnings all along this end. They're not expecting it to rain. It's just going to be cold and windy on this side from Northern California up into Washington, and then heading all over and dropping down into the plains all the way over into that. They're expecting that there might be snow over in parts of Missouri all the way over,
Just-
all the way down.
It's crazy. It's crazy. So are we
Right.
good with weather?
Yeah, so guys, just be careful and make sure to keep your advisories on to find out, because with all the cold weather system moving from the west to the plains to the parts of the Middle East, and then we've got the hurricane that's coming up, so we've got another front, that storm that pushes up through there. So there's all kinds of conditions that are going on right now. Just kind of stay alert.
Look out for each other. Talk to
And-
each other. Guys,
Right.
talk to each other.
Use your
Pay
CDs if you
attention.
have them, and let each other know what's going on in the different regions.
Right, and unfortunately, we'll take a quick to go to a comment. Brittany Aikens, I know Justin Daniel Pomerantz is currently in Facebook jail.
Oh.
Free Justin, everybody! Free Justin. He's a viewer that, I think it's in headlining news.
It is, and Brittany, we're going to get to that because the Facebook is going to be part of the national news, so it's not
Right.
surprising that he is
Is
in
in
Facebook
jail. Right,
Okay,
right.
So,
So we're gonna go to trucking news first.
yeah, we're going to get into the trucking news, which is Georgia police are using laser technology to nab tailgating truckers. Okay. Yeah, and this is coming out of CDL Life, and
Let's just keep going.
Yeah.
Keep going.
so basically what you're using True Vision LiDAR, which all MCCD officers are issued. This is being used to nab, truckers traveling too closely to another vehicle.
How about the other way around?
I know, okay,
Sorry.
and in a stop the threat. So basically their message is to slow down and leave space, that it would save a life. Now, the article that they were specifically referring to, there was a bunch of backlash on trucker feed from it because now what they don't know from the LiDAR is whether or not, how long that the truck driver was behind the vehicle, or was it the vehicle that cut in front of the driver. So if they don't really know and they're just going upon that and they didn't see that a driver, a four-wheeler cut in front of that truck driver, and then they're just nabbing truckers, well, that's ridiculous.
My question is, officer, who causes more accidents on the highways?
Right.
Is it us truck drivers, or is it the four-wheelers that are impatient, cut us off, flip us off, and just do not give us space in a workplace? I'm just curious, officer. Please answer that question, Giddy.
Right.
I'm tired of it. I'm tired, and this is what I'm talking about. I feel like they keep setting these drivers up to fail.
I know, and that's how I felt too when I read the article, because I was like, well, that's not fair. I mean, that's not right at all. Why are they using it to nab truck drivers? Why don't they use it if they're going to do it nab everybody?
Nobody should be tailgating. First of all, we already
No.
know that. That's her biggest pet peeve.
My
She
biggest
can't
pet peeve.
stand
Hate
it.
it.
But what, it's just the weapons it's the things that they're using against truck drivers. And we actually have a truck driver back in the back studio right now. She's enjoying her coffee. I think I want to bring her in. She's got a mouthful of food. I'll let her finish her food. I'll let her finish her little morning coffee because she decided to stop by.
Yeah.
I want to ask a driver's opinion on it, and she's new to the industry, but she has bloodline in the industry.
Correct.
So we're going to bring Della in, who was a panelist on Saturday. Are
She
you
was
ready,
our female,
Della? Are
yeah.
you ready to come in? Okay, Della, let's bring you in. Beautiful. I have a, oh, there we go. I removed her now. Damn it. There
Yeah,
we go.
you get-
Good morning,
Good
Della. How
morning.
are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm amazing. I'm happy to see you.
I'm happy to be here. I'm doing a 34, so you actually catch me getting kisses from the dog. Okay.
Well, we know how that is. We have our Gemma Gale does the same thing. So I wanted to ask you, Della. You know, they're starting to use LiDAR and laser and LiDAR on truck drivers to catch them tailgating. How do you feel about that?
Isn't that entrapment? Because we have no control over what the four-wheelers do, especially in Pennsylvania. Them people don't pay attention. They don't care. Is that where it's at in Pennsylvania? I just caught the tail end of it.
Where it was.
Is it everywhere?
It didn't specifically say in the article that I recall.
But she went with Pennsylvania.
That's where they were coming out of on using that. I mean, it could possibly be. I know that they were saying, well, let's see. They said that MCCD officers.
Okay. It could be anywhere.
I think it was the north.
So,
it's somewhere in the northeast.
Yeah,
right.
Probably where I travel the most. Yay me. You know, I leave space, but that doesn't mean somebody's gonna come up behind me and slide in front of me and take up the space. I mean, there's nothing I can do about that. But it looks like I'll be leaving more space because so more cars can get in there. So
yeah, because you know now they're using lasers on you. Let's go to a comment for real quick. Let's go to Ronald Herbert. He says it's easy money for them because they stop you for that. They will ask you for all kinds of things to ticket you for. Do you think it's another way to open up the door to start violating you in ways that you know they're just looking for other ways to violate you?
If they stop you for that, then they can do a full-blown inspection on you and find anything and everything wrong with you. And, you know, I mean, I drive a brand new Kenworth. So, and I check my tire pressures. I taught my son, because, you know, my son's with me. I was teaching my son how to do tire pressure. I was teaching him how to do all that stuff. And I told him, I said, I'm going to get me a crawler to crawl up underneath it to look at my brakes because I'm not getting stopped. They're not pinging my ass.
Right.
I like, you have something to say?
No, and I do think that it's you know, any of the tickets, whether it's you guys or even four-wheelers, is revenue for the state. The more tickets they give out, and we all know a lot of these states are hurting right now too, so they're looking for any way to generate income, as far as I'm concerned. But for them specifically targeting truck drivers is crap, because if they're going to use that, like he was saying, my biggest pet peeve is tailgating,
four-wheelers,
no matter what, and that's happens all the time. I'm talking specifically with the four-wheelers. I hate it. It drives me nuts. They ride. It's like I can't go any faster, or go around me if you're that darn impatient. And Lord, you know, and I'm doing the speed limit or above it, and they're still riding my butt. And sometimes I have nowhere to go. So if they're going to target you guys, they should be out there using that on all drivers out there.
Well, hold on now. Let's slow down. Pump your brakes there, driver. Get it. You're hitting over there, hitting every gear. God dang. Let's go to a comment.
Flip those gears.
Because I do like what Jay Williams says here. He says there are truck drivers that tailgate. But when they come up with these one-size-fits-all solutions, it seems to sink more innocent drivers than the guilty. It creates a lot of anger, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
You know, and if you have anger issues, you probably shouldn't be driving anyway, but this will kick anger issues right into gear.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I love what Jay says, because it's a one-size-fits-all, okay? But again, if you're going to one-size it, you better fit them four-wheelers right in with it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's my problem.
Well, you know, the whole thing is, though, is who's got a paycheck? Who's making money? The 18-wheelers. Half of those four-wheelers probably ain't even got insurance on their damn car. Because you know that's reality.
Well, you know what?
There's a lot of them too.
That kind of sucks too, because now you're already targeting the ones that are making money to generate money for a revenue stream outside of, well, you know, the tickets.
Right.
You know, and then, let's not improve the roads so we can damage their equipment more, and then give them more tickets.
But I mean, they're targeting the people who's making the money, which is the truck drivers. And when they target the people that's making the money, they're letting the four-wheelers that probably does not have insurance, that does not have driver's license. You do not know how many I've seen in the state of Kentucky that does not have driver's license and insurance on their vehicle, but they're still driving it up and down the road.
Wow.
Right. And real quick, Keith Becker says if you do a thorough pre-trip, you don't need to worry about an inspection. And real quick on regards to that, you're correct, 100% right. Again, though, things happen going down the road that you aren't able to inspect your vehicle prior to being pulled over, because things change from the time you inspected, you pre-tripped, to the time that officer pulled you over. You don't know, a chain could have fell. I don't know. My pigtail could have came loose, and that's causing my connection. Whatever. There's 1,000 things that can go wrong. At the end of the day, We know the professional drivers do their pre-trips. They don't have to worry about being inspected, but you have to worry about being harassed.
Right.
Okay. There's a fine line of being a professional truck driver and then being harassed as a professional truck driver, being a DOT officer and being an asshole officer is what we need to address there. Because I don't want people going in the comments, we know that.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So the one thing about this show is we have a lot of veteran drivers and we do have some new drivers. The basics should be already known here.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Am I wrong? I just want to.
Yeah. No. I agree with you. The basics should be already known.
Right. That should be taught. Okay. I want real drivers. We'll talk. The new drivers should be coming in, stepping up. And I'm sorry, we're kind of going off topic here, but I think it's important we address this because this is where I want the new driver to step up into the comments and say, "Whoa, hello, I'm here," like Garvey did the other night.
Right.
So, let's get back to topic. Where are we at? Oh, we got a full house this morning. Let's bring him in. Jeez Louise.
Good morning. I talked to him this weekend.
We can't get away from these people, Sheila. I mean, this is totally throwing our morning off.
Yeah.
But it's a good thing.
It's okay. Yeah.
So
So Scott, you were in the back, and I'm sure that you heard part of that. Do you have any comments on that before we
move forward?
No.
He's backing up again. This guy,
So in other news, we've got New Jersey town plans to ban Jake brakes, proposes fines and jail time for violators.
Wait, what?
Yes. So a law proposing the ban of Jake brakes on local streets in Haladon, New Jersey is expected to pass this week. Steep hills that run throughout the north and west end of the borough and a concentrated area of truck traffic near a local quarry has made the brake noise an issue to local residents. Council was expected to vote on it, on the passing the law last Thursday, and signs have been posted near the quarry to alert drivers of the pending ban. So, first time offense, okay, if the law passes, first time offense, fine of $150 and up to 10 days in jail. Yeah. I saw that.
Holy shit! For a Jake brake?
Crap.
Yeah.
Are they crazy?
Crap. Remember, we're a family-oriented show.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
For the Jake brake noise. In that town. I guess because the steep hills and how it's going, the locals are just complaining so that the council had to go in and decide that they were going to do something. We're going to keep up with that, guys, to let you know whether or not they were supposed to vote on it Thursday. I haven't seen anything more of, whether or not that law has actually passed or not. I know they were pushing pretty hard on it to get that passed. And so I'll find out here in the next day. If you guys happen to know out there, if you're in that area and you happen to know, because the New Jersey area, of whether it did pass or not, let us know in the comments, because that what I had seen right now,
Good old dirty Jersey.
Is that crazy?
Good old dirty Jersey.
Right?
I get all the shaws with the straight pipes. You know what? They're the heartbeat of America. You don't like what you're hearing? Go to another country.
Right.
Get it. I hear you, Flo. I'm picking on Flo.
Like,
no, I encourage every driver to go down there and get it. Hit them jakes. That's the sound of us. That's the sound of our people. Are you kidding me?
No.
Oh,
no. Which I think is just ridiculous on it. I mean, obviously they're doing it for a reason, especially steep hills and everything else over there. I mean, they're not doing it just to purposely irritate the residents that are over there. I mean, maybe one or two, but you know what I'm saying. And that's crazy. 100.
Breaker, Rooster, are you ready to head out and you ready to go check that area for us, driver? Because Rooster is from dirty Jersey.
Right.
Just saying, bro. Says it right there. Let me look into it. I'll let you know.
Yeah.
Get it. And good morning, Vince. It's good to see you. Thanks for showing up the other night.
Yeah, I like the sound of the Jake brake.
Yeah, I hear one going about right now. Where are we at, honey? Because we're 20 minutes to the top of the hour.
I know.
We have blown through this morning.
So, and other just crazy stuff. Go to my picture of the.
Which one?
There you go.
Here we go. How's you feeling about this, guys?
Yeah.
How are we feeling about this? What is that, Della? What's wrong? What's wrong, Della? That's my RV.
Oh my God.
I bought a new SUV and I hooked my RV up to it. What? No one's liking the new bounder right there? What?
Oh my goodness.
What?
Okay.
There's nothing wrong with that. Scott, is there something wrong with this?
Oh my God.
All right. So.
Oh my goodness.
For those of you who can't see the picture, it is a picture of a smaller SUV that has a 20-foot trailer that is then towing a 38-foot motorhome. And I said, oh my goodness gracious, how is that even legal? That's not legal. And how is that little SUV? There's no way that SUV has the capacity to tow that.
Dude, it's not going to have a transmission when it's done.
Right. Wait. Why are we worried about his tranny? Why are we not worried about the safety of the people?
Right.
Why is this guy even pulling out? Who told him this was okay?
Yeah. I don't
Seriously, Scott, you're having issues, brother.
Yeah. But I had to put that on there. I'm going to tell you, Della, because I cannot tell you how many times that we have seen stuff like that just along the course of just driving around. People are, and I look at them like, how is that legal? Why is there not any patrol or cops around when this is happening? Because we literally just the other day saw probably at least a 35-foot motorhome towing almost the exact same length of a fifth wheel behind it.
Well, you know what? I got a video.
Yeah.
We'll be right back. Hold on. How about this?
Every once in a while a video comes across my path, I just don't know what to do with it. It's just such a higher level of ingenuity that I don't know what to do with this. I can't do like an OSHA video on this because it's a camper trailer, so it's vacation, it's not work. And I can't do a trucking video because this ain't trucking, even though DOT might have something to say about it and ain't no mechanic. Take another look at this. You tell me what I should do with it.
What? Really? Seriously? What is being allowed out on the road?
Yeah. I don't know. Every time I see it, and we see other crazy stuff, that was my what the heck moment. What is that? Because we see it so much, and we're literally off the I-5 here. And so we see it all the time going by. And I just don't, I always say to them, how is that legal? How is that happening? How is that legal?
Couple 2-inch straps, they should be good to go, Glenn says. Oh, Mike Holden says carefully. Judy says, once again, I say educated them in the DMV when people get registrations and licenses.
Yeah.
Oh, Vince says, didn't see any tire straps or chains on it either.
Right? Right? I mean, people just do some idiotic things, and I just don't get it. Well, the good news is on that one, that was a picture of the person. That person in particular did get pulled over. So whether they got ticketed or told that that wasn't legal or not, I don't know. But that was our what the heck is that moment.
Yeah, that's just crazy. That's
right.
Crazy. So what else do we have? Is that all our trucking news?
That is our trucking news.
So we want to let Della go, and then we can go into national news and wrap up the show because we are already at quarter till. We're
I do. I'm going to segue real quick, Della. Because we had talked and I had gotten your message in there, and I'd like to find out and get with you later to possibly do some kind of cooking in the truck segment, at least maybe once a week.
Yeah, we could do that. No problem. This morning, sometime today, I'm going to make biscuits in the truck.
Nice.
Right. So, and I encourage anybody to, if you want to make a video, if you're doing stuff in the truck and you think it's video worthy and share worthy, get it to us.
Right.
This is what this platform is for.
Correct.
It's basically, we're going to turn it into a driver's network.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, the reason that I started cooking in the truck was because of the virus and everything going on. And not only that, I used to weigh 500 pounds and I'm down to 280.
Nice.
And I want thank you. I want to keep losing weight, and in order to do that, I have to control what I eat. That's one reason that I started doing it. So, and I'm very blessed because my son's helping me with it now. So,
and it's so much healthier. It really is so much healthier.
It is.
You know,
we went grocery shopping at the Family Dollar the other day, and he's like, "Mom, what?" I said, "It's okay. Watch this. I can turn it into a meal." He's like, "Okay, you got this, girl. Do your thing."
Yeah.
So.
Awesome. Yeah.
Well, here's what I want to say about that. Or go ahead. You say what you want to, because I got 2 cents on that.
Right, and I think if you have the opportunity and you can cook in your truck, I think that you should. Like I said, I know with all the stuff that they put it inside all the processed foods in the fast food places, it's not necessarily the healthiest of choice. Let alone it's super expensive. I mean, there used to be a day where the fast food places were pretty cheap, and I mean, for just 2 people, you could spend way over $20 just for a burger and fry. So.
Well, here's what I like. Here's what I like that I'm hearing. The healthy part, okay? The one way they get a driver out of the seat is through the health, okay? It's through the medical card. They get you out of that seat that way. And they don't provide you with the outlets you need for healthy food out on the road. You as a driver have to be vigilant in your cooking and your decisions on food. Right. Otherwise, you're just going to fall right into that rut and you're going to wind up sidelined due to health reasons. I want to say to you, Della, is I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you for 1, being open with it. For 2, sharing it.
Yeah.
For 3 is wanting to give it away and having your kids involved. Okay, it's important. Your son was on the show the other night, and he didn't have to address what you addressed, just so you know that. Okay?
No.
Not here.
It's okay. I don't care.
But not here. You're not looked at any different here.
Oh,
no matter, you know what I mean. You know what I'm talking about. That's for us to talk about. But as you have your son involved, and to have your son involved not just with your health, but within your career, is a major, major, major thing. And it develops a bond and a relationship and an appreciation for a parent. Is what you're teaching, and you're teaching them work ethic and what it takes to take care of a family. And I want to thank you for that.
Yeah.
Oh, you're welcome.
All right. So thank you for stopping by this morning. And
no problem.
I hate to let you go, but we got it. We have to stick to a schedule.
Go. Have a good day.
So Della, get with me sometime this week, and then possibly next week, let's get you on to do a live, or if you do a video, send it over to us, and then we'll put it on that way too. Okay,
cool.
So let's talk.
I can do that.
And,
all right.
And real quick, before we let you go, Chucky says all kinds of recipes, a Big Truck Cooking Group page.
Nice.
Head on over there. You might be able to learn a thing. Who knows? Thank you, Della.
Bye.
Shiny side up, driver.
Nice.
We're crushing it.
Yeah. And she was
getting the driver's side's getting it.
And she was great on Saturday too.
She was
another.
She was.
I know that Andrea was supposed to be on, but she got stuck because she got detoured and delayed because in Ohio from Trump's rally there. And so it took her a little longer to get to her destination, so she couldn't make it on Saturday either. But I'm really glad that the women are wanting to show up and join the show. So we always encourage you women to please come on, whether it's during the morning show or on the Saturday night show.
All right, you women got enough.
What?
I'm kidding.
I'm gonna.
Right. My wife has a say around here. Just saying.
Yeah, we know who wears the pants and the shoes and the shirt and the jacket.
Get it. What's up, Justin Williams? How are you? Sent you a photo through Messenger, Wayne, of my pork loin. Oh, boy.
Nice.
I'm worried about that pork loin. I don't even know if it's an actual pork loin, if it's in Messenger. Boy.
Okay, let's move on.
All right, let's move on to headline.
Yeah, we're gonna move on to the national news.
Jesus, this guy will not leave us alone. And now he's gone.
He
can't get his slap him, Sheila.
As we know,
good morning, Bob.
We are for our national news. Basically, is that we are
40 people, 28 likes, Sheila.
We are 1 week away from elections, okay? And if you saw any of the news over the weekend, there are protests and there are rallies that are going on. There's a lot of incidents, a lot of high tensions that are going on. There's a lot of
people that have anger issues.
Yeah. And it hasn't been ending well. I know that there was a whole scene that happened in New York. Part of me is, okay, part of some of these rallies where they know where some of the other people are on the other side are intentionally going in. I mean, I think there's this intentional provoking going on.
Where's my notes?
So whether it's to get the attention or not, I get it. But this is probably the most divided and high-profile election that I have seen, and I don't even know when, honestly.
I've never seen anything like this in my life.
And it is causing so much uproar and violence. Okay, guys, so just please be careful.
Okay, real quick, because I want to be clear on this. Pay attention to your surroundings.
Yes.
Seriously, okay? These people...
Yes.
Outside of politics, okay? I'm worried about your safety.
Yes.
Safety.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this has nothing to do with politics.
This has nothing. I don't care who. At this point, be careful. Pay attention to your surroundings. Pay attention to where you're going in.
Right.
It's obvious. It's obvious.
Right.
It's obvious who's going to win. It's obvious.
Well, and you know what? And especially if you guys have any kind of decals or flags that are flying for one particular candidate. It just, I'm not saying to take them down. I'm just saying just to be careful of it.
Rock them proudly, but be prepared to stand proudly by what you believe in.
Right.
And what you stand for.
People are throwing stuff and rocks and stuff over the overpass. The violence is increasing right now, and they're expecting it to continue that way throughout until the election and probably after. So,
these drug drivers.
Careful.
Kanye 2020.
And if you're right? Hey, he's going to be on the ballot.
Oh, stop it! No, we're not going down this road.
11 different states are allowing him to be on the ballot. So, anyways, speaking of which, if you guys happen to go and vote, if you haven't voted already and you're planning to go and vote, please be careful of your surroundings, okay? We cannot express it enough as far as your safety during this time right now.
Okay, as Karen says, it's going to be bad no matter who wins.
Correct.
Okay, what I want to touch on, okay, is a divided house falls. Okay,
right.
All right. The one thing that the trucking industry is divided. Okay, the trucking industry has been divided for how long?
Right.
Okay, the country's divided.
Yeah.
Let alone the truck. It's just. Please.
It's manic.
Please. It's
right.
It's going to be you're going to be tested this week. You're going to be tested.
Right.
And you're going to be forced to pick. Forced. And people are, it seems like, forcing you to be open with it. Just be safe.
Yeah.
I just want people to be okay. Yeah. I want people to be happy again is what I want. Okay? I don't want people to have anger issues.
Right.
I don't want people to be mad. I don't want people up. I don't want truck drivers up on charges.
Correct.
Okay? I'm going to put it to you like that.
Right.
Well, obviously, we're glitchy.
That's okay.
Please be careful. And that's what I'm trying to say. Okay? Is just be careful. All right? And on a positive note, because I'm not going to pass by that. Because I'm big on kids. I'm big on family. And I'm big on fathers. Okay? Like Daryl Martin. I can't forget Daryl Martin, but I want to go right here to Kelly Shane Richardson. Okay, let's switch gears into a positive direction. Kelly Shane got to see his son for the first time in 2 years. That had to be a great feeling, Kelly.
Oh, that's
I am
awesome.
so happy for you.
Yes, that's awesome.
I haven't seen my daughter, not my Emily, but my Brittany, in many years, and it to see that, Kelly, helps me. Good. I'm glad for you.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all, there's Daryl Martin.
Good morning, Daryl.
So, what else we got? I just feel like I don't know. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. We're going to go back to Justin with these elections, and this will be the end of the national news. It? Okay, Brittany had mentioned about Justin being in Facebook jail. Okay.
Right, okay.
It's going to happen more, okay? Until after the elections, they're going to ease up. They are on really, really strict restrictions right now. They're not they're decreasing of what they're allowing to show. They're decreasing of what they're allowing to go viral. They are super monitoring anything that they think might have anything to do in a negative way against one candidate or another. Basically, they
they're halting viral content on top of that.
Right.
Okay. Anything that could persuade or
right.
influence anybody in any way, they are cutting content.
Right, and they're cutting it out, and they're not letting it be seen or go viral on it.
Which it does make a lot of sense. Which we can back that, because Saturday's show literally had nothing to do with politics.
Right.
And the shares equaled the views.
Right.
It balanced. The morning show.
Yeah.
Will have 100 shares.
Yeah.
And maybe 2,400 views. It's
yeah.
because of the
politics.
Political content. But we are allowed and legally allowed to do that on Facebook. We had to authenticate this page.
Right.
But they are giving people issues, pages, putting people in jail. Yeah. They're restricting. The thing is not just Facebook, Twitter, and other platforms.
Right.
We've heard, we saw the messages, all of the censorship, this and that.
Right.
Technically, these are companies, and they have a right to do what they want with their company. You have a profile on Facebook. It's still owned by somebody else that you put your profile on.
Right.
Okay, so they're allowed to do what they want.
Right, and they just came out and said it. I was reading on it. They just came out and said that they're going to actually do that until after the elections. Once the election is over, then they will go ahead and start loosening restrictions again. So just be aware of that. Anything that you post out there, it could be censored, or you could be blocked, or you could be put in jail, and that's the reason why.
Or you could be like Bob Cook and have bad service, and then also for some reason Ronald's also having bad service. Correct. Just saying. Maybe the topic that we're on. Don't know. Let's switch gears. Where are we at? We're at the top of the hour.
Right.
Holy cow! So we got closing comments. We got to wrap this up.
Oh, and so
what do you got over there? What do you got left?
With that, okay. And Della was kind of an inspiration for this question. So as you know, tomorrow is Talk to Me Tuesday. Okay, I'm going to be posting a question. We're going to have a little segment that's called Now What, and this is for the newer people in the drivers in the industry who have questions about now what. Of what to expect or what can happen, or just questions that they have being new in the industry. Okay. And this is where you drivers come in are going to answer for us. Basically, I'm going to post it later in the afternoon of what the question is. I'll tell you what it is right now, but I'll post it as well. Please comment in that section, because that's when we're going to read it on air, is your comments, unless you join us on the show itself. So we went with, the question is, if you get your CDL in an automatic and you have a restriction on it, how do you get that restriction lifted? So that is the question. How do you get question? That's the question. How can you get that lifted? Okay. There were some on Saturday. It was kind of a question that happened on Saturday. And there were some different answers on, one particular was answering back. And so is it as simple as just going down and taking the test? Can you go down in any manual vehicle to take the test?
I don't know. I think we're going to have to talk about it tomorrow.
Right. And
so we'll put the question up. Correct. Sorry.
Correct. So that is the question. If you have a restriction on your license that you're only allowed to drive an automatic, how can you get it lifted? Okay. I will post that later. So that's what we'll be talking about in the segment in Talk to Me Tuesday called Now What? All right. And guys, tomorrow is Talk to Me Tuesday. If you'd like to join in on the show, the link will be up not only in our little ticker down here tomorrow, but it'll also be in the Morning Post at 5 in the morning too. So you can always join in and join us tomorrow.
And also Saturdays.
Yes.
Is an open format, and we are here every day, Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and also Saturdays as of now at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're going to take a quick break and come back, get to your comments, and close out the show.
We've all heard of it. We all know what it means. He come cruising by me that damn slow. You know what they call that? That's that ELO crawl. Come on.
I'm not a meteorologist, but here's my opinion. If you have the option to drop down to I-40 instead of going across 80 to Wyoming this weekend, do so. Strong cold front with snowfall expected over the weekend. And the high wind warnings are going to continue. High winds, snowfall, slick conditions. Always check WyoDot before you go. Latest conditions, forecasts, weather warnings, etc. Especially at that Bermuda Triangle spot from Laramie, Elk Mountain, and Rollins. Last week was bad magamba for me. Started kicking up to 75 mile per hour crosswinds out there. I don't know how severe it's going to be over the weekend, but keep your eyes peeled on WyoDot. Make your own decisions. You're not going to get a lot of warning if they shut the highway down. Be careful this weekend, drivers. Those Canadians have released the weather dominator again.
I want to go home. I don't want to. I want to go home!
It's not funny. I just love
not.
that part
It's
there.
seriously not, guys. Just
Be very careful. Check your weather.
It's the one thing that I hated the most was being stuck out on 80. I did. I hated it. I love the state of Wyoming, but I do not like traveling the state of Wyoming. To all you drivers out there, please, I get it. I totally get it. I totally understand what you go through. Please try to be kind to one another, because what you have to endure is rough enough. All right? So like over here, he says it. My boy Rooster, Mr. Chad, Mr. my Jersey boy, and a brother through and through. Thank you, Rooster. I love you.
Yeah.
I honestly, just truly love you. Love you. Hope everyone has a great week. Love a driver. Hug a driver.
Yeah.
Kelly Shane Richardson, I want to address this. His son is in the service. Ronald said to make sure that we say thank you for his service and tell him thank you. And thank you, Kelly, for raising a man brave enough to go fight for our country. Karen says, have a good day, everybody. Be safe. Chucky says, in NYC, got to learn how to drive a 10-speed. Can't get restrictions. Right. Okay, you can't have an automatic anyway. You cannot have an automatic anymore. Okay. Filter says, another show knocked out of the ballpark, Wayne, Amigo, and Sheila. Great show. Again, keep up the great work. Put me on the show, Bob. You're on. Why should there be a transmission restriction at all? Stupidest thing I've ever heard. I agree. My buddy dropped down. Okay, because they learned in an automatic. A semi-truck is a semi-truck. Shouldn't matter. Okay, all right. We're going to end it with Glenn, because I can go on, and they keep coming in. And thank you. Yeah. Sorry, Chucky, if I got it wrong. If I got your comments wrong, if I took them out of context, it's okay. It's okay. We have another day. Talk to me Tuesday, tomorrow, okay?
Right.
Tune in. Jeez Louise, we got to end the show. We're 3 minutes over. Glenn says, y'all stay safe out there. I'm almost to my drop in Long Beach. Try to unload, reload, and get back around my house before that storm hits. Guys, all of you have a different situation, but all of you mean everything to us. All right? I'm going to read this comment too. Jeremy says, this is why I stay in the oil patch, because I stay in Texas, and if I leave Texas, the farthest out I go is LA, is Louisiana, Oklahoma, or New Mexico. Stop it, because Dallas freezes too. Stop it. Stop it. I ran Texas for 5 years. I ran Texas for 5 years. You spill a cup of ice on the road out there, it's over.
Yeah.
Stop it.
And New Mexico's getting snow.
Shout out to my oil field family and oil field drivers, and especially the ones that are no longer at work because of situations. I see you, Scott, down there. It hurts me to know that the oil field is hurting, because it was very good to me. It's cool, brother. Gotta go. Later, brother. All right, I gotta go. Okay? Because I'm ruining the end of the show now. What do you got to say?
Be safe.
Remember, guys, you're the heartbeat of America. Always keep that side up, rubber side down. And to make money in today's trucking industry, what do you got to do, honey?
You got to keep that left door closed.
Thank you for coming by, Scott. Appreciate you, brother.
Sorry I didn't stick around long, but I was in and out working.
You're working. We get
did
it.
Just fine, sir. I cannot thank you enough. Have a great day, sir. Say goodbye to everybody.
Later.
Peace out. Shiny side up, driver. And here's your Monday feel-good pity video.
Thank you for a great show, Sheila.
Thank you for all the comments, guys. Remember, don't be angry. Be nice.
Everything's different here in Grandma's house. Everybody's different. What's that guy doing? Hey, lady, what are you doing?
She's walking her dog.
And what's the dog's name?
I don't know.
Hey, dog, what's your name?